Like it or not, something else Roger Goodell said in this thing that he brought up about preseason games and how horrible they are, but there's that implied attachment to an 18-game NFL season. Like it or not.
The 18-game season is weird because everyone assumes by chopping off 2 preseason games, you just start the season earlier. But I don't think that could happen. You need all of the training camp that you have to get ready. In fact, some teams complain that they don't have enough training camp because of the new CBA. So you're looking at extending the season. You'd have to add a bye week and 2 games, possibly by 3 weeks. Add to that, the NFL is a superstar-driven league. You tune in to see the guys that are stars. Well, you add 2 games, you're going to add massive injuries. It could shorten the careers of NFL players. As much as I enjoy the idea of more professional football that counts, I don't know if this is the best way to do it.
Here's the dirty secret on that. No one wants 18 games. I don't think the owners want it. They do this every time there's going to be a negotiation. They throw out 18-game season so that they can pull it back as a great concession to the players because the players don't want it either. You don't need 4 preseason games. I will speak from a recovering preseason broadcast guy that 4 games is way too much.
Do you have to go to meetings?
Yes, we do. To say, we said it was really good, but it's not really good football. It's not. And the league openly admits it. The commissioner openly admits it's not a good product. Everybody knows that. They're not going to 18 games. They don't need it. They can extend the season by giving you more weeks of football, giving every team 2 bye weeks, and you would still have an extra week of football, which is an extra week of TV. That's a better way to do it. Gives players more rest, still make more money, like the NFL will do. But that's what Goodell does, again, because he's the guy for the owners.
As a pro athlete, what's the effect on you if you were to just throw 10 more NHL games at you?
Well, you've got to understand that right now the season's 82 games, if they threw 10 more games on, my pay would increase by 10/80 seconds because you are paid basically 1/8 increase.
Right.
Because, and it's the same thing if you take games away. And I remember being involved in the NHL negotiations as a player for Buffalo in the NRPA, and they talked about shortening, they talked about lengthening, and these are one of the things that came up was, okay, you add more games, contracts are for 80 games, you got to add for those 2 extra games.
It was funny. I remember when they cut the NHL season down to 50 games when there was a labor problem and stuff like this, and the hockey was so good that year. And everyone said, boy, this would be the way to do it if you could do it.
Well, the way they schedule it, though, I mean, if you look at it through the way the season goes, up until Super Bowl time, teams will play 2 games a week. Sometimes they'll hit 3. But then after Super Bowl is over, that's the NHL time to shine, and they're packing a game in every other night. Players playing every other night till the end of the season.
You know what's funny? He goes, how great 50 games of the NHL was. Why don't we ask baseball guy? Why don't we cut back baseball to 110? How would that go?
I'd do it.
Really?
What?
Please, the games would be better.
Well, the Red Sox aren't going to make the playoffs then.
If they had to count April.
They'll be playing these games because the negotiations are going to be rough between the players and the owners will sit back and they'll give in on the 18.
But that's an interesting point.